All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I am live right now on the campus of Onyx University. Um, so I'm just testing things out, but we're going to get ready for our first coffee house talk on the campus of Onyx University. Let's see if we can take the elevator. I took the elevator up to the rooftop. Jeez. Guys, these are some pretty cool settings for a digital campus, I must admit. Um, so I know Verbella is ramping up for a new rendition of the digital campus. So that comes with more advanced technologies, um, and things will be a heck of a lot more realistic. Um, but as we speak right now, for a 3D digital campus like this, man, is pretty freaking amazing. To be honest with you, I'm impressed. We'll go back to the main entrance. I'm gonna wait here for a few minutes to see what happens. And when you don't play around when you say you're on your way, huh? Yeah. So I just posted the link.
Hey, Aaron,
Hey.
I'm gonna go get some drink real quick. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. All right.
There, I'll be back. Did I put my water bottle out here? Nat. There it is. Found it.
I had the link up on my phone, so if you're hearing a playback, of course the playback is delayed. So if you heard that twice, that was coming from my phone. So this is our first go round. So right now we are recording. Right now we're recording live, and we're also live on YouTube. I'm just testing things out. It's our first time, doing anything like this. So we're just testing the bugs out. See how advanced we can become in terms of getting our message out there and letting people know that we are in the beginning phases of really making this campus really active. So this is our first go around of having some activity here on campus. So if you want to join us, I did place the link in the Onyx University um, message board. If SVP about the coffee house event that's going to be starting about 20 minutes or so.
Oh, loaded. Where am I? Okay.
Amlin singing this.
All right. Let's do this, Aaron.
I know we're early, Amlin, but
we're going
I'm just here
to
testing.
The conference room, huh? I mean, we're going to Onyx Community Market, Onyx Hall. Whoa, where are we going?
Where?
Main entrance, culture, return to campus, meeting areas, conference hall.
All right, so it looks like we're going to the conference hall. So if you go to the meeting areas, we will be in the conference hall.
Oh, we can close this out. What do we got that for? Let's look for. Da-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. I wonder what I do here.
So, Amlin, I went ahead and place the link in the.
Can you hear me? Okay, so we're going to open up a document.
Can you hear me, Amlin?
Let's do this.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh, you can't hear me. I have my mic off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I went ahead and posted the link in the Onyx. What is it? The
Onyx University main page.
I did. Yep.
Awesome. I see that. Ooh, look at this. Coffee Top Networking, building community. Join in. Click here. Network Web 3.0. This is cool. Did you make this?
What?
I'm on LinkedIn and I'm under Onyx University and it just posted an hour ago.
No, I didn't.
And it looks really cool, whoever made this. This is awesome. I'm going to share it on my page. Everything I share goes to Ed 3.0. I need to start clicking it to my own page. I'm the only one that posts on that group. Come join. Don't just be a spectator. No. How's your Sunday so far?
Oh, not too bad. Had a few things to do for the house, so got those done.
Oh, like maintenance stuff? Like you're a handyman?
No. So today I was in charge of cleaning the cars.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to,
Maintaining the life, right?
yeah.
Let's see. I had that interview with Archana this morning. The boy said from
I
India.
listened to part of
Oh, awesome! Awesome! You got into that, so that was good. That was good. Way too early for my liking.
it.
I did get up early though, and my roommates weren't up yet. So I went down. I moved to downtown Phoenix, so I went down, and I'm like, let me find, the regular places. Like, if I want to grab a coffee and breakfast, where's the best place to go to get downtown, right? And I went and I got a bagel and a coffee, and I went to go sit in the park, and I'm sitting there enjoying my meal, and there's a dead rat right next to me. I was like,
There's a what?
welcome to downtown. A rat, like right there on the park, right next to me. And I was like, this is downtown.
Yeah, that's nasty.
But they're all over the place, right? Like when you're in a downtown area, I don't know. That's what I think. So
Oh,
I didn't freak me out. I expected it. Lots of people, lots of rodents.
Yep.
They got to eat too. But yeah, they're building like obscene amounts of these co-living things downtown. This is going to be the way.
So is your area growing too? I will figure that it is. Are you guys growing too? Where you
Oh, obscenely, because of people are coming here from California.
right.
So rental rates have gone up like 34% in the year. I mean, it's just been crazy because of supply and demand. And
Oh,
then all
same
these places are under construction right now. So
same
they're
here.
trying to keep up.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Same there.
Same. Yep. Same here.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming
But
from
that's
New
the
York and
benefits.
California.
Yeah. See, but that's the benefits of remote work, right? People are starting to branch out and say, where else can I live? And cost of living determines a lot of that. Sometimes they're like, where
Yeah.
is it cheaper? And then that place gets more expensive. Is there a cost of living? Was that okay where you're at in Florida? Now it's getting expensive, or?
It was okay. But since COVID, I mean, everything's exploded. Grocery prices are going through the roof. Gas. I've heard.
Yeah.
Of course, we bought our house in 2019. So we really haven't paid attention to the rental prices, but I heard they're just price of rent now is stupid. So
Uh, yeah. Living is going to have to change.
um, I think we're transitioning from one system to the other. I mean,
Yep.
stuff like this has got to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to implode at some point in time, and then before we know it, we'll be in the true digital space, especially our currency, um, and we'll be we'll be I guess one step closer to the quote unquote cashless society,
Yeah. Yeah.
crypto world. So we don't have much longer.
I'm excited. I'm ready for it. It's just a new adventure, right? I mean, if you want things to stay the same, it's very uncomfortable right now. But if you love a little bit of change and the unknown, it's your
But
time.
but here's the thing that's freaking people out, right? People think this is the only system. The fiat system is the only system that we have to utilize. They don't know about the metaverse, Web 3.0, Web 3.0. They don't know anything about that. So their world is falling apart because they have no conception about what's next, right? And so I think that's what's freaking people out. But people like you and I, we've been on this ride for a few months now. We know what the transition is going to look like, right? So
Yep.
we're able to not only roll with the punches but stay ahead of the curve. So people like us are going to be fine, right? we're going to transition, um, you know, from one system to the next pretty fluently, and be able to take advantage of the transition. But for people who are in our age group who, don't know about what's coming up next and they have no, they don't have a, they don't have a stake in the game. It's gonna be really hard for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me.
I think that's kind of like they've identified the problem. The pain is getting immense, but it hasn't quite got to the point where people are driven to find a solution yet. I think that they're still hoping something will come to them and
Hmm.
save them at the last minute, you know? And then we're the ones, and I don't know if this is what makes some individuals willing to jump into the unknown first rather than waiting be delivered a solution. You know what I mean? It's that kind of early adopters bell curve. Some people just like will run into the fire without, you know, too much thought. We're like, hey, let's go, let's figure this out. And some people are like, hold up, let's wait and let them go first. But I guess it's with different things, right? Like, I don't want to go first for Neuralink,
What's that?
the brain chip from Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I don't want to go first with that neither.
Yeah, I want it. I want it because I want to be able to increase my processing, but I don't want to go first. But yeah, I do. I'm all about that transhumanism possibility.
Ooh, that's freaky. That's freaky.
That's too far for your mind to go. You're like, I gotta draw the line somewhere, Emmeline.
Man, I mean that's woo.
Yep. Okay, so here's what we're gonna be doing. We're just trying out. How'd you try out how'd you go with those camera angles? /cam / remember from the postings on the network? Were those pretty cool trying those out? I
I
haven't
haven't done
tried
it
them.
yet. I'm still trying to get set up a little bit.
Oh, so here's CAM. So you can do this way if you just want your eyeballs. So you can't see me. So this would be a good cameraman angle that you can maneuver and get off the stage, look around. There's 3 users in the world. Where are the other ones? Will we be able to see that? That's another question. Is should I go meet at the front, like at the front of campus if people get lost, or maybe I should shut my windows so you can't see here. Our fire trucks right out my window. What do you think, Aaron? You think I should go to the front of campus? Right there?
Yeah,
What do you think? A couple minutes? All right.
in a couple minutes. Yeah. What's the so is this /free what?
Oh, I don't remember. I'd have to go to the internet. Okay, here. I know CAM. Try /cam, CAM. That
/cam?
puts it, yeah, that makes your eyeballs the camera.
There you go. Okay. All right.
The other one,
Okay.
hold up, open up the network, and there's that big list there. I'm just trying to open it right now. The Mighty Networks. There we go. All right, let's see. Avatar commands. Ooh, we can bow. Broadcast. Oh, that's to everybody. Switch cam. Sorry if I'm chewing too loud. I'm eating. / change cam, switch cam, SC cam, or camera. And see if those are all the same thing. So try change cam.
/ change cam.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of like cam / cam. See if it does the same thing. Is it through your eyeballs?
Oh.
The other one is free look cam or / free look.
All right. / free look. That takes me back to my avatar.
Yeah, that's the same one.
And let's try / first person.
I like cam the best, I think, for filming, because you can go anywhere, right? / cam. See, I like this one because I can really move and go to each person that's talking.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay at this right here. What, you hide behind the plant?
Okay. I don't know why, but all of a sudden my buttons aren't working the best. Okay, there we go. I'm hiding. All right, let me go to the beginning of campus real quick. Go
All
to,
right.
and then I'll just check main entrance. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can do the broadcast from message. Oh, broadcast, send announcement to all of this room. So is that everybody on regular campus? Let me do this, and I'm gonna say coffee talk networking in 5 minutes in the meeting. Oh, and then I'm gonna go to drop down. And then what is it? And then wait, go to main meeting areas. Meeting areas. Conference hall. Get that?
I did.
So I see how we can do that now. Is it getting warmer there?
I think today was like 78.
That's nice. What is it here? 73. Ooh, warmer in Florida. Physical objects. Let me put bowls. That did. Did you see any bowls? Hey, you're wearing an Onyx shirt. Shut the front door. Look at your badge. How'd you get that? I'm jealous. I want one.
You do have one.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, I want to see you. Let's go Mystic Lima. And let's say view avatar. View avatar. Shut the front door. Look at that. I didn't know I had a little badge. Awesome. Okay. I see Tito Lopez on campus. Where you at? All right. 2 more minutes and then we'll go back in the room and play. We can play until people arrive. We're always just playing. I'm going to swing dance real quick. Swing dance long. Let's try that one. Watch me do the hoedown. I'm going to do the hoedown. See, now, Aaron, we need some music. Are you going to provide us the music in the conference hall? Can we do background music? We should figure that out because, You don't want an event with no music. Even coffee shops have like a guitar player or something.
Yeah, we just pull up on the screen. I figured.
Mm-hmm. All right, go set up some music in there maybe, and I'll stay out here. If anything, when Tita Lope and I come in, we can groove and hang out.
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best, you gotta try Ka'Chava. Ka'Chava is the world's health.
Chill House Mix.
Chill House Mix.
Aaron, it looks like you're Okay, no, like a little bit, but let's check the volume so we can all talk over it. And
I
it be in
know.
the
That's what I'm
background.
trying to do.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. All right, go ahead.
Okay, is this playing?
That's good.
Right there.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I can hear you guys. Let me go to the back. Okay, now talk. Aaron,
Ye-
can you go ahead?
What's up?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
And you're streaming from there?
I am.
Ha ha ha. All right, so it is 1 o'clock and we are live. And if you are watching this, then you need to get in the metaverse, step into your avatar's skin, and come join us. This is not a passive game. This is a play game.
Let's see if I can make a.
All right. First, we're gonna have you want to do our dance off, and then
It's 4:30.
let's get
Mr. Progressive,
playing.
and
We
you
want to
can
talk
save
about the
hundreds.
calendar and
You
how
know,
we're
like
gonna
the
help
science
everybody be informed here. I'm gonna try one more dance move. What's the best dance move?
I love contact lenses
I'm gonna do this one.
without my contact lenses.
With $1,000 off LASIK, there's never been a better time than right now to free yourself from the annoyance of contacts.
That was
and
not the
glasses.
right one.
That's $500 off your eye. Right now, when you mention this ad, you could save
There you
$1,000
go.
off LASIK with Wave Light Laser. So schedule your free LASIK
What are you
consultation
putting
today.
in, Aaron? Bollywood dance? It seems like Bollywood.
Simba. There
Oh,
you go.
The samba?
Samba, yeah. There you go. Ah, I get it.
And then Charlie Brown shuffle. Okay, let me try. Aw, why aren't my things? So you're just putting in samba, not samba dance long. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I can see how it's. Boom, boom, boom. The better we get at using our avatars, the more we can create. Do it.
Okay.
Twist our way into Tuesday. Awesome. All right. So, Tita Lopez, do you have any codes for us that we can put into the box that you've discovered? Any new ones that you could share with
I'm
us?
just going to type in some dance commands for us
Awesome.
in the chat box. Alright, slash them. That's the first one. Then we also have slash dance 2.
Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
putting them in the chat? Oh, whoa, what was that? Hold up. One more time.
Okay, just click on slash dance, then 2.
DONWN 2?
DANCE.
Oh, damn.
Dance. Yeah. Then 2.
Oh my God, look at this. Capiera.
Yeah.
Right? Capiera? Or how do you say it? The Brazilian?
Yeah,
Like
that's
dance?
that's the Brazilian.
Okay, so you can
two-step.
try the break dance as well. Slash break dance.
Break dance. Wow.
Okay, then we also have the slash hip hop long hip hop dance long.
Flash, IPOP, IPOP.
HIPHOP.
Oh, hip hop. Okay, Flash, hip hop,
Dance long. LONG. Yeah.
Didn't wait. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Hip hop dance long. I'm doing the run. Is that the Running Man?
Running Man.
There we go. Running Man like crazy. And then
Okay.
Oh,
So we
I
also
like
have a Flash robot dance long.
Robot, what?
ooh, that fit.
Dance long.
So somebody has to actually make these dances, right? Like, I wonder. I'm gonna put. If
Yeah,
there's
you
some
always have
people-
to activate it in the chat box.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Alright, we also have the Slash salsa dance long.
Let's salsa.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Suavecito. That is it. Bésame. Yo quiero sentir tus labios. Bésame otra vez. Na, 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 na. It's like the always the
There's
salsa
two
song.
more. There's
Okay,
the
wait.
Slash swing dance long. Yeah.
Queen?
Swing.
Swing. SWING. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. There we go. There we go. Man, what a workout on a Sunday afternoon. I don't feel guilty for eating that donut this morning because now I've worked out. That's awesome.
Alright, so there's the last one. That's okay. There's a Slash Swiss dance long. Swiss. CWIST.
Ah, the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the
Do
twist.
the twist. Bum, bum, bum. All right, Tita Lopez, so you can host the dance classes in the morning.
Exactly.
You come, you work out, you get movement, and then we get started. First your bodies and then our brains.
Yeah.
Plus, get a $200 Visa reward card.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So, Aaron, people are able to see what we're doing in here, even if they're not sitting at the seat, right?
That's correct.
All right. So when we start meeting here, everybody should be filtering in, coming on in. What we're doing is we're gathering all the learners and the educators that are interested in the 3.0 tools to come in and play. We need a space where we can all gather. So this is where we're going to start to gather. And then we can start separating into groups of shared interest and projects. And we're all about building here. We got to show up and then we get inspired and we start building. Start building.
Okay.
So, Tita Lopez, let's talk about the calendar, right? So we're talking about a place that we can all get together. I'm going to pause the video because I have an ad playing. Do you guys have an ad?
No, that's fine. Pause it.
like a 4-minute ad for me if somebody's in Arizona golfing. I can't close it. Hold on 1 second. There we go. It didn't work for me to be able to stop it.
You want to stop the music?
Well, I don't have music. I have an ad playing. And I'm like trying to get the ad off. Please skip ad or something. Like, you know how they have those really long ads? I have one playing. Maybe if I go that way? Skip ad? I can't change it. Mouse restricted to users on stage. Oop, I'm not on stage. But you see something different than me, Aaron? Like you have music playing?
Does that stop it?
Yes, I think you need to move closer to be able to control that.
Oh, okay. But here is a good question. So were we all looking at the same thing, or were you guys watching an ad about a golfer in Arizona?
No, I was just
Yeah.
That's interesting. Mine is playing a 15-minute ad for
Right
a
now?
golfer in Arizona. Yeah, on the screen. Not the music. That's interesting. Why do I have an ad? And you guys get music. Oh, I skip. I have to skip the ad. That's funny. Okay. And now you can hear music, right?
yes,
But am I controlling it for everybody?
yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
But you didn't see the ad.
No,
That's
No, I didn't.
interesting. I see. Okay, good to know. Okay. Sorry.
All right, we have someone who joined us just now.
Vincent!
hey Vincent.
Hello, Vincent.
Hello, everybody. I regret that I won't be able to talk much, but I did want to stop by and just be part of the listening experience.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, okay. You're in a place where you can't converse with us, just listening?
Sort of like my children might be louder than we like them to be at the moment, but yes.
Okay. Well, that's cool, because all we're doing, basically, this event every single Sunday or whenever we all decide is the best for all of us, is just a place to hang out and get to know each other so that we can start building together, right? So if you have loud children, that's fine. It's you don't have to be too concerned with them. I will tell you this, Vincent, if you want to come into these table areas, when you sit at one of the tables, then you cannot be heard out in the main areas. See? So you can't hear me, right?
I can.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yep.
Let me set the change. So what we'll make it do is if you want to sit at a table, you can change.
Yeah, I can't hear you anymore.
All right, so the private volume is turned on.
On Sundays and have a side conversation. You can come to this table and sit, and maybe we're, just saying, hey, everybody's sharing their ideas, but you want to have a conversation, or your kids come in, right? And they're a little loud. You can just sit down at a table and it'll prevent it from being disruptive. Okay?
Hey, okay.
That's the benefit of remote, because you may not necessarily be able to bring your kids to a coffee shop where we're all networking in person, but by all means, let your kids run amok if they need to.
Sure, and I can sit here, but I can still listen to what's going on in the room, but no one can hear me. Is that accurate?
Correct, except for the people that come sit next to you. So if,
Well, that's their loss then.
Yeah. So, Vincent, but what are you interested in doing in the Web 3.0 space? Can you give us a little insight into your ideas?
I'm unsure at this moment. I rack my brain about what it looks like from my vantage point as an arts person first and foremost. And it's interesting because I remember watching concerts on Roblox, which I thought was interesting. And so that's, starting from the Web 2.0 into Web 3.0 world. But honestly, I love the idea of it being, that space between you can compare it to like something like the Matrix, not to sound cliched, but what is the as real the experience as it could be, but within the digital world. So what it looks like to host events, what it looks like to host things that are typically in person or acoustic, things that force matters of convenience, but also matters of growth, in the technology space. So I don't have a specific answer for you, but that's where my mind has been lately.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So you're a music man.
I am.
Ah, awesome. So hosting events, are you a maker of music? Do you work with musicians?
Well, yeah. So yes, I mean, I play professionally. I don't produce any of my own things typically. I mean, I record for myself, but I teach music, and so that's the space that I come from when I look at all this as to where it's going to be in the next decade or two.
Well, Aaron's your man.
That's what I heard. Aaron and I are going to meet on Thursday.
Yeah. Awesome. That's what we want to happen in these spaces, where you're connecting with people that are in the same realm, and then it is your imagination, right? Like you said, the space is kind of the in between. So whatever you can imagine, we start to build as a collective.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go up here on the stage. Welcome, Vincent.
Thank you.
Hopefully it's just a pattern of showing up. As we build community individually, we just get in a pattern of showing up in the same place where we know that the people will be there, right?
Well, it's like Cheers, where everybody knows your name, and so I can live with that.
Right.
There you go. 100%. Okay, so let's
Vincent, we'll talk Thursday. Thank you for showing up though.
No, it's my pleasure. And I learned that in this private space, I cannot hear outside. So I'm going to hear outside, but turn my mic off.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Awesome. And we'll meet Thursday. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So you can mute audience. That'll be the second one.
So right here, where I can mute it here under stage controls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so you have all the controls right there.
Audience. Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
Flat voice, spatial voice.
Spatial voice means that only people that are really close to you will get to hear me. So the farther they move away, your voice also fades.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is something good if they are, like, if you want to listen to the music up front, right? You could be near the stage, but if you want to talk, go to the back of the stage or back of the room.
Yeah, that works.
There you go. That's a good one for you, Vincent. If you're playing some music or, they need to have a conversation, it's a distance thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty neat to see how that would work.
Spatial. Yeah. And then the private volumes are about the circles, right? So that people can have private conversations.
Circles. Exactly.
All right. Awesome. There you go. All right. So one of the things that I wanted to really, get addressed here, though, is what is the best way for us to inform the community as more and more happenings are going on campus. So we have definitely the tours that are going to be happening. We have the networking event. I know that we're creating a workshop for after spring break. Aaron, you're doing some stuff as well. So we have a lot of things happening. What's the best way to communicate it? And what Tita Lope recommended was on the entrance, having a calendar there. So anytime you come to campus, you can say, hey, what's going on? And see all the events and all the locations.
Oh, that's a neat idea, Tita Lope. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, right there for us as soon as we come on campus. Now, the question is, because this is beyond my scope of understanding, is how does it get there? Like, what is it needs to happen for a calendar to be presented on that sign, Tita Lopez? Just the kind of different elements needed.
Okay, so I'm thinking we could have a calendar link I'm looking if we could use Calendly. I'm not so sure. I'm researching on calendar softwares and maybe websites that we can use. So we just have the link embedded on that space that we pointed out in the welcome area. So once people come on the campus and click on that link, it will take them straight to the calendar page, and then they can view all the events that we have and the different times that they hold.
Okay, so with the calendar posted on campus entrance, there will be a link, right? Link.
Yes, there'll be a link.
Schedule. And so we'll be able to just see the calendar there. But if we want to add to it, we'll have a link. There we go.
Sure, you will. We'll have the way to do that through the back end. That's not a problem.
Okay. And then can we post that event in the community?
Sure, we can.
Will then be posted into the Linux community. Awesome. Okay, so we have it on campus and we have it on the community, and then each individual can post wherever they want out in the world. We'll call it the 2D world, right? Well, we're still 2D here. We understand we're not the metaverse yet. But then owner posts to social media, etc. All right. And then we just start scheduling. Here's the great thing about having a calendar is all of us are doing things separately under this collective umbrella, right? So we know that our power exists the more that we collaborate, because we can't do everything by ourselves. But all these little groups together really will fill the space, right? I know I was talking to Russ. He is reading a bunch of books on the metaverse. So I even thought, book clubs and stuff like that, getting together with people and saying, hey, I want to learn these things, but I need a study group for me. When I'm learning, how about you guys when you're learning all this Web 3.0 stuff?
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that it's a good idea. And there's so many things. I was seeing something today, and I think it might have been something Russ posted actually. Right, but it was about an app. So I downloaded the app, and lo and behold, I'm sitting there in a metaverse type thing, and I had no idea what I was looking at. So maybe even from a what is your experience with from a tools perspective? There's the literature and there's also the practical. What are you seeing and how would it apply type thing?
So actually meeting in a group that tries out an actual technology and then gathers together and say, okay, what did you learn? How do you use it? Those kind of things.
Or even more like a think, pair, share type thing, right? Where one of us has experienced something and says, okay, where there's a weekly share or a bi-weekly or a monthly share out, and someone, just invested time in space, a new technology, so to speak, and people want to show up to learn about that, then great. Like for me, coming into this, learning, what I knew about cryptocurrency was from the news. What I knew about NFTs was that it was 3 letters. And so I've had to read a little bit. And thanks to people like Russ for posting a whole bunch of stuff, like I'm able to go through that and read. And so, yeah, maybe like sharing out at some sort of interval that this is what's out there. If anyone wants to take up on it, that's great.
That's wonderful. I like that. Or knowledge, right? Both
it gives everybody a little bit of ownership over some piece of it.
Yeah, love that. And as educators, when we think about, we have this new space, it's almost like a new paradigm, right? We don't have to build off of something that existed before. We have brand new space. How would we like to learn in that space? We have I don't know, if I put my imagination on it, it's like we landed on a new planet, right? The metaverse is like a brand new planet. But there's very little there. So we have to discover how, the foundations of the world, so we know what to build on top of it too. So that could be, like you said, Vincent, on terms of crypto, it could be blockchain, it could be that we're talking about NFTs, like learning about the foundational stuff, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. Aaron, what ideas you got for us as we think about playing together?
Well, of course. I mean, we can always do a Sunday workshop of some sort. You can just take a small piece. So Vincent, what instruments do you play, Vincent?
So I'm a flute player by trade, but I do more now piano and saxophone work since that's where the money is.
There you go. So maybe Vincent has a hour-long workshop where he's just introducing just a small piece of something that he may teach on the regular.
Yeah.
That maybe may draw some interest from some artists, some flute players and sax and piano players, and maybe that I'm sure that would gain some interest from the artist community.
Yeah, I think there's an entry point for, and this is something I've been trying to wrap my head around from even using in my own teaching, but from the I don't know, the BandLab, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Soundtrap, like the community of sharing and making music. Like I think there's a way to do that here because it can be up on a wall and we can be doing it in real time collaboratively. I think there are a bunch of different entry points for that, Aaron, as well.
So, I mean, you can do just what we're doing now. So you could be in the comfort of your own classroom. So I'm just using OBS, Open Broadcast System, right? So I'm streaming and I'm recording live. So you can do the same thing in your classroom, and that could be a workshop. That maybe have on Saturday. It doesn't matter what day it is, but
sure.
Yeah, that's something we could do tomorrow. If you wanted to. And that could be the same for any kind of artist. So I think one of the biggest groups that you can gain some interest from, and Vincent, you may correct me if I'm wrong, is the art community. Because I don't think there are too many platforms like this where artists can come and gather and just network for one, and then throw around some ideas in terms of further networking or collaborating for projects. So this could be a very advantageous avenue for the art community to come gather on Sundays as well.
Yeah, so as simple as you're talking about, Vincent, as sharing sheet music and everybody playing together in this shared audio space, and there's recording happening and you guys are mixing and collaborating or even learning and getting guidance.
Yeah, so the sheet music thing is very interesting because it relies on like a zero latency world. But if it were, let's say, for example, I'll use BandLab as the impetus. So where the space is up on one of the boards and everybody gets a chance to sort of either play in on their end in real time and we see it happen, or conversely, you have some music that's already kind of predetermined up on the wall and everybody gets a chance to kind of discuss what it's like to create a mix, to create a song that could be mixed down and put out.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So we do it, in real time, communally, and it creates both an introductory space, but also a learning space. If you find some artists who are really, I'm no producer. I mean, I know what I know and I know what I teach, but there are people that, make millions doing this. You find some really great people to come in and workshop it. Then you get an experience where it's the best thing. Everybody gets to see it happen in real time without going anywhere.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And that's one of the best benefits, I think, of this space is bringing people together from all over the planet, be able to do it real time. Okay, so you use BandLab. This is interesting. I haven't seen this, or are you familiar with it, Vincent, or you've been using it?
BandLab, we used it during when we had our students learning virtually. I teach a course in Logic Pro for Mac OS, but we also introduced kids before my class to GarageBand, Soundtrap, and or BandLab. Just depends on if there's a need to have them working virtually and a need to have them working on Chromebooks versus anything running Mac OS.
Nice, sweet. It's great that there's so many resources out there.
Yeah, Vincent. Yeah, we can build on that idea somehow and see how we can implement it. Really like the idea. That could provide some really nice interest, I think.
Yeah, it's what since talking to CK last week, I've been, because the question always comes up and it was asked like, what is your interest in the space? What do you envision? What do you want to learn? And really, it's I don't know anything until you put an idea out there. But that's the thing that's been when I've spent a couple nights walking around the space, walking around campus, and just looking and trying to figure out like what it looks like, how it gets used, and really it is taking, because it's a new world, right? It's taking what we already have and putting it on top of it until we can create those completely new things. But I think that's a space where I think that the music tech sector and even we'll say arts has been waiting for Web 3.0, but in the typical Steve Jobs fashion, people don't know about it yet because it's not there. But once they have it, they'll realize they need it.
I feel you there, Vincent. 100%. It's definitely a paradigm shift.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an incremental change. It's a complete turnaround. So I do understand that it takes some time for people to cross over the bridge. But that's what we're hoping to do here is help people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even know that there's a bridge. Are you finding that a lot of people in your industry are aware that the metaverse and Web 3.0 and the tools that we're learning about exist?
Well, in the industry, I mean, Aaron's the first person I've spoken to about it. And so, no, and to explain to somebody that's not going to invest time in what we're doing here is a longer conversation. So I figure it's one of those things, as I have something really to share out, I can say, okay, here's where my knowledge base is. Here's why I think you need to do this. I'm at a conference this week, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this as an aside, that in the future, I would like to be able to run my conference sessions through, either the university, through the campus, or, in some other form of the metaverse. And it'll be the entry point that some of those people have. This will be the first time they hear it.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, there you go. And Victory XR, the virtual reality creators, they called it Metaversities, and I really like that. The education spaces in the Metaversities. I was like, that's cute.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tita Lopera, I couldn't hear you.
Yes, and that's really cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Like these new naming conventions that will come with the new space that we create, right? You create the lingo, you create the culture, like everything gets to be built. And that's why, Vincent, when you said with the artist, they don't realize that this space will be built by the artist, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I muted out for a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was my thought process as far as how we could get some attention, get the word out there about what Onyx is and what we can do with the space. So.
And one of the learning things, Vincent, is we've been becoming more proficient with the avatars, just different from Tita Lopez was showing us the dances this morning when we started or when we began today, to also the camera angles. So when you talk about hosting in these spaces and then other individuals are just watching, that's what Aaron's becoming proficient on, is the different ways to bring people that are not into this space in various ways, both in avatar form and then also in visual forms. How are you finding that learning curve, Aaron?
Providing the visuals.
Yeah, with the cameras and the OBS and all that kind of stuff.
So to be honest with you, they're all kind of correlated as far as the different softwares that you use. So kind of if you know one, well, this is my experience. So if you know one, you have a general idea on how to operate the other. Of course, there are nuances for each and every piece of software that you operate. But the learning curve, for me hasn't been that steep. But I'm just learning how to generally work the software. I haven't really dug into the fine details of how things work, but just for what we need to get done, I've been able to kind of figure that out fairly quick.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Benson said, there is a time and effort being put out in learning, the new tools, new space. So you're right. There's some.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's someone out there who can just take what we're doing now to a whole different level. Um, like like I said, I've just been able to just tap into the resources, get done what we need to get done, but all the things that are extra, I haven't really dug into just yet. But I'm pretty sure you can do some really dynamic things with the software that we're using.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited about having so many people too. As the community starts to really grow, there's going to be people with different gifts and knowledge, and like you said, the technology. They're going to have different proficiencies.
Right.
That's why we play together, is because you learn something on OBS with somebody else that's been using it for a while. They may not have learned that thing that you as a new person have discovered. So I think that the collaboration amongst all of us really just it improves all of our experience, right?
Right.
When we are all collaborating together.
Right.
Yeah. And I look at this as a place of play. This is like, with our youth, when they're learning, they want to come in and play and learn. They don't want to just sit here and say, okay, here's some concepts to memorize and take a test. They're like, let's use them,
Right.
So many different things that we can do in here. What's some other ideas for networking, getting people together? I'm always thinking of how can we get more people to play together? What's some different ideas of ways that we can all collaborate? I like the workshop ideas. We got
What I've been thinking
workshops,
about,
all that stuff. Yeah.
I thought about today, it's going to be difficult just because it is on the metaverse, but I was thinking about how can I incorporate a culinary program, something centered around food and beverage. 'Cause that's always a connector, right? That always brings in a certain group of people. If we can figure that out, I think I think we could really increase um, our activity. But with it being on the metaverse and us not really being able to partake in any kind of beverage or food together, that's going to be difficult. But I am thinking about it though. How do you incorporate food and beverage on the metaverse um, as a way of connecting with people? And in the physical space, it's easy, right? All you're doing is really having a freaking daiquiri festival or a margarita festival. You put the invite out there and some tickets and people come. But how do you do that in the metaverse?
Well, I think there's a lot of opportunities there. First of all, I always think of the rural city, right? That really misses out on a lot of the urban experiences just because they don't have as many resources, people, those kind of things. But let's say, so the metaverse is nothing more than a space of consciousness, if you think of that, right? Where can we take people's minds so they can experience something and then incorporate our physical stuff at a remote distance? So I would want to join a membership where I get sent. By the way, I am not a culinary expert, so please send them to me as prepared as possible. Maybe I have to heat them up or chop some carrots or, add the vodka or whatever. But if I could receive the box with the resources that I need to partake in an experience with other people at the time. So I'll go into the metaverse space in virtual reality. I know on the Oculus, there's a place called Sculpt or Brush where you can literally create your reality, right? Because if you can draw anything. And I went through this experience where an author had taken their poem and brought it to life in imagery. So instead of them saying you're just walking through the forest, you are walking through the forest, right? So they bring it immersive, so you live it out. So I think that food and drink that I'm experiencing in my physical body, my taste buds, the texture, all of that can incorporate to what I'm experiencing consciously. So if I'm eating or having, meals about strawberries, I can walk through the growing process of strawberries or the culture of a city, of a town that's really well known for their strawberry production. So I think that we can take people consciously through the metaverse into an experience and then provide with them the things that their physical body needs to have, the other senses, I guess.
Right. Yeah. So it would be nothing just a title like the first annual Onyx University wine festival or